Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Chef Addison. This is Chef Oreo, who will be assisting me today. Today we're going to be making a delicious live lobster, creamy Parmesan risotto, and roasted broccolini. This is my first time making lobster while it's moving. As you can see, Edward over here. Say hi. Hi. Sorry, buddy, but today's you're going to meet your maker. It's my first time doing this. Never made anything live before. I normally eat things that are dead. I'm just always scared of stuff in the water. So we're going to see how this goes. Over here, I already have my mise en place set up. My water's boiling for Edward over there. I got my oven on for the broccolini. Pans ready and stuff like that. Always have your mise en place. I got my drink for this because I'm going to be scared. Just a little meal that I got going on. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to get started with this. First things first, I'm going to start with the risotto, just to get that out of the way. I'm also going to put Edward here in the freezer to keep him at a nice little temperature while we get some things moving. Let that water boil a little bit longer. Alrighty. I'm going to set you guys right here. Hopefully you can see a little bit of what I'm doing. I know it's a little wonky, but we're going to go ahead and get this turned on. Risotto is actually one of my favorite side dishes, but you're going to go ahead and start with your butter. Get that melted. Now you can add onions, you can add any kind of vegetable that you like into it. I know some people like to do chicken stock, vegetable stock, seafood stock. I was going to go with the seafood stock, being that I am doing lobster. But I'm just going to do your traditional basic risotto. Just going to do butter, some garlic, salt, pepper, nothing too crazy. Keep it simple today, other than the lobster. And I already have my pans heating up, so it's not gonna take too long for these guys. Bring you guys over here. So as you can see, I already got that garlic in there. That butter is already melted from my pan being hot already. We're gonna go ahead and add the risotto. We're gonna give that a quick stir. We're just gonna let that hang tight there for a little bit. Now once that starts to cook through a little bit, then we're gonna go ahead and add the water and let that water boil out. Again, you don't wanna overcook your rice, you don't wanna undercook it either. You don't want it to be crunchy. I am gonna hard cook it a little bit because I am gonna mix it in with the Parmesan. I'm gonna add more salt and pepper, and then also I'm gonna add some white wine to it as well. As that's going, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get our broccolini. Broccolini is already cleaned up over here, so what I'm gonna do is just hit it with some oil. That way I get my nice little crust on it. We're gonna hit it with some salt and pepper. And then again, you can season to however you like it. Again, we're keeping it basic today. I'm just gonna get that on my pan. I'm using a perforated sheet tray. Slap it right in the oven. And I'm par cooking everything. Once my lobster is just about ready, I'll go ahead and I'll finish everything off. This pan right here, we're just going to do our butter for the lobster, to dip it in, to dredge it in, poach it in, whatever you guys want to do on your side. Me, I'm just going to use it to dip my lobster in. Now this is, like I said, this is my first time doing the live lobster, so I am terrified. When I was at Giant Eagle, I was scared. I was asking one of my friends, like, hey, should I really do this? And I was like, I really want to try. It's nice outside. Probably the first time in a long time that I had a Monday off, and it was also sunny outside, so that was nice. But, so yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm a young chef. I've been in the business for 7, 8, going on 8 years now. So I want to experiment. I want to learn different things. Build that kind of mentality and my experiment level up when I can. Because, you know, when you're at your own restaurant, sometimes you're limited. Although where I'm at now, I get to experiment, create features, whether it's desserts, entrees, appetizers, whatever, which is nice. And for those who are actual fancy chefs, I am sorry if you watch this and don't like my technique on doing things, but I digress. I like to do it my own way. I don't need to be fancy or anything like that. I have my own ways of doing things, and it's called the Addison way. All right, so my risotto is starting to brown up a little bit, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna add our water to it. I know you guys don't want to watch me the entire time, so I'm gonna set you guys back over here. I know it's still kind of a crappy view, but as you can see, I got my risotto in there. I am gonna crank it down just a tad bit, but you want that water to boil through. I don't cover my rice. I think it's pointless to cover it. Especially for, you know, so when you're at home. I don't know. Actually, I don't know. I just cook at home for fun. I use terms like I know them, but I don't. I'm like as basic as it gets. I don't need any fancy things. I'm gonna cut this lemon as well. I like lemon juice when I do any kind of seafood. So I'm just gonna cut this in half, quarter it. We'll use that. That's about right. Don't know what I was doing there. But cooking for me, it's about having fun. It's not, like again, I don't need to be any top dog. I don't need to be Gordon Ramsay, Jamie Oliver, Martha Stewart. I don't need to be any of them. I just want to be me, have fun in the kitchen, at my actual job, and at home when I'm experimenting, making things. I just want to be creative, try different things my own way. Yes, I'll look at other people's recipes. I'll look at Gordon Ramsay. He's an idol of mine. But I'm not going to copy it. I'll just do my own thing. I think that's how I like to cook best. I didn't attend any culinary school. I did do community college for a couple months. Then I got promoted at my actual job to a chef role, which made me end up leaving college. Again, you don't need college to be a chef. All you need is experience. A lot of knowledge on just basic things. Communication is the biggest thing and stuff like that. But again, common sense. Not everyone has it, but it's something that builds up. Now, the kitchen is a rough life. It's busy, especially on a Friday, Saturday night when you got tickets coming in nonstop. A lot of line cooks and chefs on here. I know you can relate to that. That's what really gets me going. I thrive in the busyness. That's when I work best. I hate slow times. And I'm just gonna jump around all over here. So our water is boiling over here. Both for my Edward friend over here, and also for the risotto. So we're gonna bring that lower down to the simmer. And guys, this is the moment that you've been waiting for, is adding our friend Edward into the pot of water. And I am terrified. But before we do that, he has to meet our other chef here. And I'm not gonna cut his head off or anything. I'm gonna boil him straight up, just because I'm already terrified at cooking this thing already. So I don't wanna cut his head off and be even more scared, as weird as that may sound. So we're gonna grab him out of here. Oh, let me take the lid off of this because it's gonna be a quick transaction. So we're gonna take him out of here, and I'm freaking scared. Holy hell, he is huge. Oreo, say hi. That's close enough. All right, so he's gonna go ahead and head first. And you can already see he's starting to change color, which is good. So we're gonna let him sit in there. And I'm afraid my pot's not that big. But Edward, I am sorry, but you are gonna meet your maker here. We're gonna go ahead and put the lid on him, and then I'll get right back to you guys.